Ron Paul, Wolf, had a good day yesterday, a very good day. The Republican presidential hopeful raised $4.38 million online in 24 hours. That means he's raised more money in a single day than any other Republican candidate in the race. It also means the Texas congressman ranks now only behind the Democratic heavyweight fundraisers Hillary and Barack, as in Clinton and Obama, when it comes to money raised in one day. And it's believed to be one of the biggest internet fundraising efforts by any candidate ever. Paul's campaign says the $4.38 million in online contributions came from more than 35,000 donors. As of yesterday, Ron Paul has raised more than $7 million since the 1st of October, and that's more than half of his goal of $12 million by the end of the year. And that ain't too shabby, as they used to say in Reno. In a new poll, only 5%, though, of Republicans say they would support Ron Paul as the Republican presidential nominee. Nevertheless, by the looks of these donations, it seems like his message is getting through to a lot of people. Ron Paul's the only Republican in the race who's opposed to the Iraq War. He's also against some of the Bush administration security measures that he claims step on civil liberties. Some of his other ideas include pulling all U.S. troops out of South Korea, focusing less on Iran getting nuclear weapons, and realistically addressing our national debt. So here's the question. Is Ron Paul's candidacy for president getting the attention it should? Hassam in San Francisco, Ron Paul's not going to be elected simply because his policies won't make billions for the corporations who rule this country. Brad in Florida writes, of course his campaign's not getting the attention it deserves. The media wouldn't hear of it. The thing about Paul is that he's getting a lot of support from people of varied political perspectives. I'm a Democrat, and I'd vote for him over Clinton any day. Heck, I even sent him $25. People want change, and the front runners aren't going to deliver. Joe in Wisconsin, it absolutely isn't. He wins every post-debate poll. I see his and only his signs all over my city. He sets fundraising records. But alas, the media want Rudy versus Hillary, so his campaign's already dead in the water. Pathetic. Our voice means nothing. William in Rockford, Illinois, I would have to say no. I've seen very little coverage about him to even form an opinion. Matthew in New Hampshire writes, unless Gore's drafted, this Democrat may just vote for Ron Paul. He has all the right answers and seems to be devoid of the manure that so fills his fellow candidates. Think about that sentence for a minute. Chaz in Texas, Ron Paul's my congressman here in Texas. Should be a hell of a lot more well-known than he is. He is a true man of the people, takes no corporate money, is the most accessible politician I've ever heard of. I'm a Democrat, but I'll be voting in the Republican primary so I can vote for Ron Paul. And David in Mississippi writes, at this stage of the game, I would vote for Ron Paul, George, or Ringo, as long as the Republican Party and Bush are out of the White House.